a very good morning to all our viewers watching in NewsX. I'm Kriti Mehta. Let's start with the top focus now. We have some breaking news developments coming in. The United States and Iran are set to hold their third round of nuclear talks this Thursday in Geneva, in Switzerland. Oman's Foreign Minister Badr Albusaidi, who has been mediating the indirect negotiations, confirmed the meeting, stating he is pleased to confirm US-Iran negotiations are now set for Geneva this Thursday, with a positive push to go the extra mile towards finalizing the deal. Joining me now for this discussion is Brian Thomas. Brian, a third round of talks also after Donald Trump, the US president, was presented with some very dramatic options apparently in a report, including that of killing and assassinating Khamenei and his son. What breakthrough, if at all, we can expect from this round?
Clearly, as of now, the US and Iran are, holding a third round of indirect nuclear negotiations in Geneva, with Oman also continuing to mediate the high-stakes diplomacy. Now, very importantly, Oman's Foreign Minister Badr Albusaidi confirmed the meeting, expressing optimism about going the extra mile, as what Badr Albusaidi said. And even not only that, the foreign minister also said that there would be a possible positive agreement that the foreign minister is hoping. Now, very importantly, we also need to note the fact that there are still a lot of negativity going on, a lot of relief that they are expecting at this point of time, whereas the tensions are still rising, and the talks come amid this escalating regional tensions and this US military buildup that is happening, with Tehran also preparing a draft proposal that is focused solely on nuclear issues in exchange of for sanction relief. Yes.
All right, Brian, to continue to stay on with me, there are more details coming in. Let's move on. Viewers, now several Iraq-based Kurdish Iranian opposition groups announced on Sunday the formation of a new political coalition aimed at overthrowing Iran's Islamic Republic and achieving Kurdish self-determination. The alliance, named the Coalition of Political Forces in Iran Kurdistan, brings together 5 exiled groups operating primarily from Iraq's Kurdistan region. In a joint statement released following a press conference in Sulaimania in Iraq, the coalition declared it was formed after extensive dialogue to unify Kurdish political efforts amid Iran's ongoing crisis. They described the Islamic Republic as having lost all political legitimacy, but unfortunately remaining in power, and emphasized asserting a stronger Kurdish presence in Iran's current political landscape. Brian is there with us. Brian, first of all, do talk to us which are these 5 groups that are part of this coalition?
Clearly, as of now, what we are getting to know that several Iran-linked Kurdish opposition factions based in Iraq have announced the formation of this joint political coalition aimed at ending Iran's Islamic Republic and advancing Kurdish self-determination. Now, very importantly, we need to note the fact that this alliance marks one of the most coordinated opposition efforts that are doing in years, and they are seeking international backing while positioning itself as a democratic alternative to Tehran's current system. Now, very importantly, these Iran-linked Kurdish opposition factions that are also based in Iraq, they will be now announcing this formation, and now they are also vowed to end Iran's Islamic Republic and advancing the self-determination of the Kurdish. Yes.
All right, Brian, requested to continue being with me. Viewers, now anti-government protests continued for a second consecutive day across several university campuses in Iran's 2 largest cities, Tehran and Mashhad, as students defied security crackdowns amid heightened domestic tension and external pressures. The demonstrations, which erupted Saturday, coinciding with the start of the new academic semester, have intensified. Student groups and human rights organizations reported rallies at multiple campuses in Tehran. Protesters marked the 40-day mourning period for victims killed during January's nationwide anti-government uprising, wearing black in solidarity and chanting slogans. Brian, is there a confirmation of the number of people who have been killed? Because so far, different right groups from different countries were giving different figures.
Well, not yet. As of now, it is very difficult to confirm the number of casualties again because of, this again, these anti-government protests have also entered the second straight day across major Iranian university, particularly in that is happening in Tehran, Mashhad. It also now reflects this renewed domestic unrest, rather. These student-led demonstration that is sparked by, anniversary commemoration of victims of earlier crackdowns. They have seen clashes with security forces and even Basij militia. Now, this is very important. This is itself, this is again the second time that it has reached these anti-government protests have started happening, and it has reached the second day. It started yesterday. And this unrest also adds internal pressure also on Tehran, even as nuclear talks with Washington is set to resume. Yes.
Right, Brian, thank you for those details. Once again, requested to continue being with us. We now move on to South Korea, viewers. South Korea has urgently advised its citizens in Iran to leave the country immediately amid escalating fears of a potential US military strike on Tehran. The South Korean embassy in Iran issued the advisory on Monday, urging nationals to depart when available flights are in operation and warning that private flights could be suspended if the situation deteriorates rapidly. The embassy emphasized that South Korea maintains a level 3 travel advisory, strong recommendation to leave for all of Iran, advising those without urgent business to leave swiftly and for prospective travelers to cancel or postpone plans. Brian, now before South Korea, India has also evacuated its citizens. The US has also issued an advisory, and there are other countries, South Korea only being the latest one to issue advisory to its citizens in Iran to remain safe, possibly move out as much as possible. So how are the rescue and evacuation operations going on in the country?
Yes, now it has become extremely, pivotal and extremely critical, where South Korea has now advised its national hierarchy to leave the country immediately. They have cited deteriorating security environment, and they've also given out this very statement amidst this rising US-Iran tensions and ongoing internal protests. And now clearly they have given a travel advisory also to their nationals there who are residing in Iran to leave the country and also they're trying to get as much as evacuity is possible, and the evacuation drive has started also, where South Korea is urging their nationals to leave the country, contact the embassy, get their documents done. And this travel advisory have also underscored the growing international concern over potential escalation in the region. And now clearly, as what we are speaking itself, the South Korean nationals that are residing in Iran are also planning to leave the country immediately. Yes.